What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I have business here to attend to. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares. Good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce? Private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again. Up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem. And I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin. It's as if...
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
ロード投げ
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
See how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Only...
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
What?
Don't put that...
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not...
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't...
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't... understand?
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water,
You can see that
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real big.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
See what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
Nothing for you here
What did he
either.
call us just now?
Pretense.
I said you were a bilge rat. And even a pox limpet. You think we don't know what you're doing? Hidden in the fog?
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all.
Optimistic.
Are you stupid or what? Even your captain told you not to stick your noses around here again.
This isn't your home, you bunch of sand rats. We go where we want. Hey, you'll get us into trouble.
You're already in trouble.
Can't we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk.
There's nothing to sort out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
You can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard. You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve...
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Then...
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is...
What do you mean?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. We saw them in the papers, and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things?
So they made you feel
You need to see them for yourself.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? The name, it reminds us of the golden age when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and...
It was a tough time.
Ah, but steeped in glory.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was fake.
I've got what I need.
Anything...
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first...
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Where?
The Hawkins warehouse. I see. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noise, screams.
Scream?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with... But anything...
Captain Fitzroy told me...
You wanted...
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well. Captain Fitzroy told me about a...
You want a drink?
Same again, please.
Here you go.
That's no moonshine.
You can say that again. House recipe.
What can you tell me about it?
We all... and...
I've got what I need.
Anything...
Captain Fitzroy told...
You want to...
One more, but it'll be the last.
They all say that.
There's rye in that.
Looks like Monsieur is a connoisseur. Not bad for a guy from the city.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little...
You want to...
What can you tell me?
We all... and...
Her style made her...
Yeah, so that you...
I've got what I need.
Any...
That'll be all for now.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we... That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still...
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales. They all disappeared.
You exhausted.
You could say that, yes. Until the last. The biggest.
The one of the
eggs.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say.
That catch.
Ah.
We're the...
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
What report?
The one that's framed our grandparents take.
Dang it,
I've never heard... It's a local...
Watch
that cat.
Ah.
We're the...
Without it, the whole... It's true.
What report?
I
bid you farewell.
Good night. So long.
If I had the wing of the girly boy.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various... locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all.
Right to treat us like
Pure knowledge.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
What can I get you?
Captain Fitzroy told me about...
You wanted...
That'll be all.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
She will get us into trouble. I know.
What can I get you?
What can you tell me about her?
We all know then.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the biggest whale ever, they saved Doc.
Charles Hawkins owed you. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, money or not. He was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated.
You seem to know Charles Hawkins well.
Well, we all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paint then.
Her vision. What do you mean?
Do you still?
Her style.
Yeah.
So they. I've got what. Captain Fitzroy told me about you. That'll be all for now.
You have no right to treat us like this. And the doctor, what did he think? He laughed. My God. She will do it again, you know.
I told you to beat it.
What can...
That'll be all.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you...
What could have done?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on dock. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I'm looking for Warehouse 30.
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawk.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Your manifests have been blacked out.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in April.
I see that you're interested in... Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of
But you don't know with whom?
No.
Can you tell me where the...
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I found a threatening letter, signed by a...
What? I don't mind you visiting my house.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to...
With any success?
I wouldn't, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything?
Don't you worry.
I was looking at your photograph.
Ah, yes,
Interesting I thought it was you.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy. His wooden leg is here.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, us men of the sea are superstitious.
The police took the decision to put...
You've got to understand them.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept...
To look into the real cause. Killer whales don't have...
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But,
Give it a try.
Have you heard about trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike...
You're talking about
Indeed.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. It's displayed on a wall of the Stranded Whale.
The miraculous...
Not at all. It's an episode. Go read the story of the sailor's return to dock. It's displayed on a wall.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see.
Get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a...
What could have done so much?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
What can I get you?
What do you know about the Hawking?
If I were you, I wouldn't.
Why not?
First off, sailors from around here say you can hear scream.
Scream?
But anything.
You seem to know Charles.
Well, we are then.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't.
You're not a... Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though.
She was sick.
I shouldn't have mentioned it.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect.
Okay.
She was sick.
I shouldn't have...
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain...
You want...
That'll be all.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. I told you to beat it.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. What?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more?
Good. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared. She's not interested in small fry like you, on the other hand. Nose around too much? You'll...
I shall take my... It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A handle. It must come from these old winches. This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
You saw what happened with... Don't...
I shall...
They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give. I can't even say which language it's written in. I've no idea what it says. You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protector.
I've never heard of this saint.
But everyone knows.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth.
Quieter.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they?
The bootleggers.
They're protecting their territory. From whom?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunkens.
If only they would kill...
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain?
Hold on just a minute.
Nothing...
That statue represents your look.
What do you mean by...
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople.
St. Brendan. He protected Whale until those assholes
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs.
So we...
I've taken enough.
Well, see...
Come on, you could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even. And don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife.
It's a stiletto, you idiot.
And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a...
We saw you talking to... Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins where...
No, it's very simple, in fact.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just...
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever you...
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you...
Everybody knows us on dock.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner, and we let no one enter.
What are you guarding?
Listen, bonehead, we already...
I went to see the statue.
What makes you think we...
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced?
What do I know? They could have...
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion?
Cat.
What?
She's the boss, yeah. She said...
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also...
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, you.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind.
I bid you, gentlemen.
Well.
Did you miss?
I have an offer that could interest.
Well...
I need you to keep them busy for...
You send us to take the punishment. What's in it?
What would convince...
There's only...
For sure. Bring us...
I'll be back.
Take your
It's no use. The padlock won't give. I've no idea what it said.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your... Edward Pierce.
Sorry, we're all What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of...
Darn it.
My investigation has...
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right?
The whole mansion went up.
Don't get it into your head to go wander.
What do you mean?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the...
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. You again. I told you to...
No need to get...
You...
No need to...
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the...
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned.
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less...
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You're back again. What can...
I shall be on...
So come back and see...
You have no right to treat us like this.
What can I get you?
Let's say I want to buy...
Choice is yours.
How much for a bottle of whiskey?
$5.
I guess I'm not desperate.
I'm not judging you.
You seem...
Well, then...
I've got...
Any...
That'll be all.
I told you to beat it. I told you to...
You saw what happened with those... Don't hang around.
I shall... It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle. I hope it's not toxic. I hope it's not. I hope. This is primitive. Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around.
I shall take my...
Oh, yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
So, have you got what...
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy. Follow me. Cheers! jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think. It's just that you sell your stuff at too high a price.
You got it coming. You don't like our prices. It's gonna cost you a lot more than a buck.
He's stewed to the gills. You'll get nothing out of him.
I'm not interested in a chat. I want to tan his hide.
Tan my what? Oh. No, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm okay now. Please.
Oh, yeah? What I heard didn't sound too friendly to me.
No, please. My tongue got ahead of my senses, or something like that. Hey, tell him to calm down.
Me? And why would I do that?
It was just a little joke.
So I mustn't have understood it because it didn't make me laugh.
Let's see. Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf? Has the cat got your...
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick lie. Decide who comes in and and anyone who doesn't respect...
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Tan my what?
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
No, please. My tongue got ahead of my senses, or something like that. Hey, tell him to calm down. It was just a little joke.
So I mustn't have understood it because it didn't make me laugh.
You again. I told you.
No need to...
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
You're back again. What can I do?
I shall be on my...
So, you're back again. What can I do?
I shall be...
So...
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down, so understand by that. Tell me, what...
I'm investigating the deaths.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth, but it's also really stupid of you. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole,
Is that more dangerous than having a...
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long, and they'll be here long after we're gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I've got a few questions.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the hall.
You're out of luck.
It's precisely for that reason that...
Are you pulling...
Think it over. I've seen what you're... And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, to be honest, as long as it doesn't... But I'll go with you. To make sure you don't stick your nose into...
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I think about it.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh. Okay.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Wound up?
Dog. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion.
Of course. Come on. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to...
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do. Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against...
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for it.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. You know, Silas Winchester has been... Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll... Is there anything else you want?
I prefer to be prepared.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten...
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since it... Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age.
A sad old man doesn't...
Gee, if you don't want to listen to...
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn it. The fire was quickly contained.
Not soon enough to say...
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt... Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any...
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Huh. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford... It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles... Let's go up there.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery...
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law and anything else...
Night falls quickly here.
I'll go with you. If only to reassure...
Why not?
Right. Let's go.